Let's laugh with Jack and friends. Share jokes with Jack and friends. Play pranks with Jack and friends. With Jack and friends.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to a very special Christmas story time. With me, Jack, the Christmas penguin! Well, Jack, you do look very nice, but shall we read our very first Christmas story? Wow! Is there a Christmas penguin in it? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. Let's sit nicely and we'll read. I'm listening. Okay, you listen. A long time ago, in a town called Nazareth, lived a young woman called Mary. Mary? Yeah, Mary. Merry Christmas! No, not Merry Christmas, that's Mary, but never mind. Oh, we wish you Merry Christmas. Yeah, okay. Anyway, one day, Mary was visited by an angel, and the angel said to her, "You are going to have a baby." A baby? Yes, a baby. The baby is to be God's son, and you are to call the baby Father Christmas. No, this is a special baby born over 2,000 years ago. It's Grandad. No, it's not Grandad. This baby is called Baby Jesus. Oh, Baby Jesus. Yeah, Baby Jesus. Shall we turn the page and read the next bit? Okay, let's read it. Okay, let's turn the page. Wow. Mary was engaged to a man named Joseph, and after she'd explained to him what the angel had said, Mary and Joseph got married. They got married? Did she wear a white pretty dress? Probably. Did they kiss? Kissy, kissy, kissy! Well, I don't know about that, and I'm not sure we need to be thinking about that now. But the story says, when it was time for the baby to be born, Jesus, that's right, Mary and Joseph travelled all the way to Bethlehem. It was a really long way. So Mary rode on a penguin. No, not on a penguin. On a motorbike. No, not on a motorbike. What do you think? She rode on a donkey. Oh, well, yes, that's right. They rode on a donkey. Should we turn the page and see what happens in the story next? Yeah, let's turn it now. Bethlehem was very busy, and Mary and Joseph couldn't find anywhere to stay. Uh-oh, Joseph didn't book anywhere. No, I don't think he did book anywhere, but never mind. But eventually, an innkeeper. Yeah, an innkeeper. What's that? Well, someone who, a little bit like someone who runs a hotel. Oh, well, an innkeeper said, "We have no room, but why don't you stay in our stable?" Stable? Yeah, in a stable. With the donkey? Yeah, probably with the donkey. And the cows? Yeah, and probably cows. And donkey poo? Yeah, oh, okay. It would have been smelly. Well, it probably would have been, but we don't need to worry about that. The song could have gone, "Smelly night." Yeah, oh, okay, but not really appropriate now. Anyway, that night, baby Jesus was born. In the stable? In the stable. Ooh, that's a funny place to be born. It is a very funny place. Let's turn the page then. Okay, let's do it again. Turn it. Okay, let's turn the page. Nearby, there were some shepherds sitting on the hillside, watching their sheep. What were they doing? Well, I don't know. Were they counting them? Well, they could have been. 1, 2, 3. You fall asleep when you count sheep. Well, yes, they could have done. But while they were watching their sheep, an angel appeared in the sky and said, "Do not be afraid, for tonight in Bethlehem there's monsters." There's no monsters in the story. Oh, what happened then? Well, they said, "Do not be afraid, for tonight in Bethlehem a new king is born." A new king? A new king. Who's that? Well, who was born in the stable? Oh, not the penguin. No, not the penguin. Who was it? It was Jesus. It was Jesus. He was the newborn king. So the shepherds walked all the way to Bethlehem to see that newborn king. Wow, they travelled all the way. Let's turn the page then and we'll see what happens next. Also that night, there were 3 wise men. 3 wise men? Look, like the ones up there. Yeah, well, just like the ones upon the fireplace. And the wise men, they saw a bright star in the sky, and they knew that that meant it was the X Factor final. No, not that kind of star, not a pop star. This was a real star, a star in the sky. And they knew that that meant a new king had been born. So they followed the star all the way to Bethlehem. Wow! Well, when's the penguin coming in? I don't know, but let's turn the page again and we will see what's happening next. Okay, so this is the last page now. Okay, I'm listening. Yeah, let's listen then. Here we go. When the wise men arrived at the stable, they gave baby Jesus 3 gifts. A cuddly toy? No. Nappies. All babies need nappies. No, it wasn't nappies. They gave gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Pardon? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Gold, Frankenstein, and what's that? What? Let me say. Well, gold. That's a little bit like a ring. You know, like the kind of thing you see on a wedding ring. Jesus got married? No. Jesus didn't get married. It was just gold. And frankincense and myrrh. You don't know. Well, it's a little bit like smelly stuff. Like perfume. Well, yeah, a little bit like perfume. Jesus wore perfume. No, Jesus didn't wear perfume. Jesus was a girl. No, Jesus wasn't a girl. It was let's say, gold, frankincense and myrrh, they were very special gifts because the wise men knew that would tie into the life that Jesus was going to live. What do you mean? We'll have to look at that at Easter time. Anyway, we're on our last bit of the story. The penguin! Well, we'll have to find out. Let's sit and listen. I'm listening. Let's read it. Okay, let's read it. That night, Mary and Joseph and the shepherds and the 3 wise men, along with the angel, all celebrated the birth of God's son, baby Jesus. The end. No, it's not. We know it's not. Well, where was the Christmas penguin like me? Well, I can see you're a lovely Christmas penguin. Oh, a Christmas penguin in my play. Yes, I know you are. This is my outfit. Yes, I know. And it's my onesie. Yes, I know it's your onesie. It's very nice. But there was no Christmas penguin. Oh, and there was no Santa Claus. The Father Christmas wasn't in the story either. Do you know why? And Jesus was naughty. Father Christmas only comes to good boys and girls. No, actually, the Bible says that Jesus was perfect. He hadn't done anything wrong. And he was the only person throughout of history that has never done anything wrong. So it wasn't that. Oh, I don't know. But it's because many people like me, we like to remember the Christmas story, the first Christmas story, or sometimes known as the Nativity story, where Mary and Joseph gave birth to a little baby boy called Jesus. Now, Jack, we're running out of time, and I think it's nearly bedtime, so Father Christmas can come ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I can hear sleigh bells. Yeah, okay. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. Okay, say goodbye then. I just did. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the story, and remember, let's be on our best behaviour and see if we can remember the first Christmas story.